What's going on, guys? And today I'm going to be showing you my 45-0 tactics in weekend league. That means I got 3 15-0s in a row, and I also am going to show you the same tactics that I used to get top 6 in my region for the FC Pro January ladder. Also, make sure to stick until the end of the video because I'm going to be showing in-game examples right after I show my tactics. Alright guys, so to start off, we're going to have Lukaku on advanced forward. I think Lukaku is an excellent player at advanced forward because he has high attacking positioning. Just in general, I think advanced forward is the best role to have on your strikers almost every time. Some formations you might want to have false 9, but I think advanced forward is by far the best one, even if they have plus roles. For example, Lukaku has poacher plus. So I think advanced forward plus is the best one. He makes excellent runs. Anyone with high attacking positioning is really going to thrive in this position. Now, for your left wing and your right wing, you're going to want to have inside forward. Now, the reason you want to have inside forward on them is because they actually make runs inwards. Who would have guessed? But they make the runs between the left back and the center back, and also the right back and the center back. Now, if you get into those pockets of space, a lot of times you have a wide open shot, or you can pass it across the net, creating a lot of goal opportunities. So very important that you have inside forward on both of them. And I'll also show you in a bit why it's very good with in-game examples, but also because of our fullbacks in this formation. Now, for your cam, you're gonna want to have playmaker plus. Now, who do you want in your cam position? You want to have somebody that has tiki-taka or any passing play style in general. Tiki-taka, in my opinion, is the best one because it allows you to do first-time passes with pretty much perfect accuracy, as long as you're not like backwards, but they still get there sometimes. So tiki-taka is very important, and Sawa has tiki-taka gray. Now, you don't need to have it plus, just with gray is enough. And I'm pretty sure she also has ping pass. If she doesn't, that's fine. As long as you have tiki-taka, you can do accurate ping passes. But the reason I have her at cam is because she has long ball plus. And if you guys haven't seen in your weekend league games, your division rival games, or even pro gameplay, the first time over the top through ball is extremely overpowered. So that's why she's there. It's very important to have. But not just that, even if you don't play like a rat and do the first time over the top through ball, it's just so great to have that option to be able to play over the top through ball to your left wing or your right wing, especially when your like opponent's fullbacks are overcommitting up the field. Now, this is very important. Your right CDM is going to be on holding for your right CDM, and then your left CDM, by the way, you can interchange these if you have a left-footed CDM. I have De Jong on holding because he can do Trivelas, which if you have a left-footed CDM, I think like Camavinga's left-footed, then maybe just swap these. Now, my left CDM is going to be center half. Now, they don't have to have center half plus, but Vitinha does have center half plus, and Vitinha is one of the best midfielders in my opinion this year, and he's pretty cheap actually compared to other midfielders. He is exceptional, and you need a center half in this formation. Now, why do you need center half in this formation? Because it basically always means that you're going to have 4 players back. Now, why do you always want to have 4 players back? The reason why is because we have Theo Hernandez on wing back. Now, I really do recommend, I know there's some good Evo left backs, I know there's some good left backs in the game, but truly, there is literally nobody like Theo Hernandez in this game. There's a reason that in every single pro team, in every single competition, Theo Hernandez is the left back. He is a literal cheat code. And even just the gold version. I'm using the gold version. I'm using the gold version in competitions. I have used the other versions. Yes, they are slightly better. But even gold Theo Hernandez is probably going to be better than any team of the year left back. Now, I'm saying this now. I'm not sure if that's true. But I promise you it probably will be true because he's a literal cheat code. He wins everything. He's so fast. He comes back on defense. His tackling is incredible. And he just never runs out of stamina. I have him going up and down the field the entire game. And I never sub him off. Right, my right back is more tired and he doesn't run half as much as Theo does. So buy Theo. I don't care how much he is. Buy Theo now. You need to get this player. It'll be literally life-changing. Now, if you need links with him as well, one of the best midfielders in the game, he's pretty cheap as well, is Reinders, and he is like 30k. He might be 40k now because I think he got an upgrade. Exceptional. What a player. Now, for your 2 defenders, I like to have defender plus on both. I think you should have defender plus on both. I don't like the other options, like ball playing defender makes him kind of like awkward on defense, and it like makes the line weird. And stopper, I don't know, I just feel like I can't be as aggressive as I want to be with them, so I wouldn't use that either. Now, use defender plus on both of them, and then on your right back, have him on just fullback, the one that stay back, and then on balanced. Now, You can have him going up the field as well, but if you're going to have him going up the field, keep him as a fullback, except trigger him with L1 so that he runs up the field. Otherwise, it's better to just keep him backwards. Now, you can do that with the left back as well if you feel like you struggle a lot. However, the point of your center half is to kind of help a little bit on defense with that, and it's okay to have Theo on fullback as well. Just as long as you're triggering runs with your fullbacks, it really gives you attacking options, and a lot of times, especially with high press, it's really nice to have a 2v1 situation against your opponent's fullback, and the overlapping runs are like very, very effective. And also just Theo Hernandez in general, if you send him on a through ball, nobody's catching up to him. Like I said, he's genuinely like the fastest player in the game. He's broken everywhere, and he actually scores a lot of goals for me. Now, if you want to have the tactics code is right here. Actually, wait, before we get into that, let me show you as well. I have balanced on build-up style, and I use 60 depth on defensive approach. Now, copy that code or just manually put it in. And also, I'm going to show you in-game examples. But before I show you in-game examples, I'm just going to go ahead and take a quick look at how many goals my Theo has. Now, he only has 10 goals and 6 assists because I do pass a lot with him. And also, most of my games, you also have to keep in mind, are in the pro mode. So it actually doesn't count towards the stats. So I definitely have a lot more games played with him. But trust me when I say, especially in pro, like against good players, it's usually Theo that's the one scoring for me because I can't break down people's defenses. And I need Theo to be the one that runs through while Rafinha is kind of taking the player out of position. But anyways, guys, let's get into some in-game examples so that we can show you how good this formation is and some highlights of my 15-0 weekend league this weekend. All right, guys, so at the time of making this video, EA decided to drop the biggest patch in FC25. Now, I have been playing for a few hours, and the patch was absolutely incredible. The game has changed like pretty much completely. Defending is actually very difficult, and I've been scoring 5+ goals a game, making lots of people rage quit today. I played the game for about 4 hours, which I'm going to be honest, it's been a long time since I've been able to play this game 4 hours straight. Now, that's a long time, I know, but the point is, gameplay is a lot easier to score now. So what I'm showing you right now is actually pre-patch, and it still works post-patch, and it'll work 5 times better. So if I'm showing you how to attack in this formation pre-patch, just know that post-patch you're going to find 10x the amount of opportunities. So this is actually one of my practice matches against another pro, and I also had a red card towards the end of the game. However, I'm just going to walk you through some of the situations and kind of explain my decision making and what you kind of want to look for in this formation. So let's get straight into it. All right, so starting off in this clip, you're going to see me take my time and really kind of take things slow, which is very important, and it applies even more post-patch as well. If you take your time, your opponent's going to move players out of position, and then it's really going to open up that space to either play a through ball or honestly just to take your space with one of your players. So I got the ball over here with Hansen, and I got a ball roll before passing, which is very important to create space. I look for Sawa and let my opponent move players out of position, and then I have that easy through pass over to Lukaku. Let's take a look at that again, right? Super easy. Make sure that you ball roll when you're making a pass into the middle. It really helps create that space. And then again, I'm just taking my time. Let your opponent be aggressive, and then bang, we shoot that to the far post. Super simple. One of the simplest goals that you're really going to score, and those are the opportunities that you'll notice you create a lot more when you take your time. Don't rush the pass. It was on to Lukaku way earlier, but I just didn't rush it. Let my opponent move players out of position and then just passed it through. All right, in this next clip, I actually fall for my own mistake and I actually rush it a little bit. Luckily, I get the ball back. However, what I'm going to do with this is just take my time and use a little bit of R1 dribbling and a little bit of a speed boost. It works 10 times better now in the new patch because pace actually matters, but this was before when you couldn't even run. And again, it's just really capitalizing on your opponent, moving players out of position and just taking your time. So in this clip right here is kind of where I try to rush it a little bit, and I have the ball with Sawa. I take my time, and then for whatever reason it kind of doesn't lock in with Hansen, which is fine, right? As soon as I get the ball though, I'm taking my time, and see how my opponent doesn't use his defense, right? He just lets the AI kind of do his thing, and it really makes it easy for me to just go right through. As soon as I realize that when I get the ball with Hazard, I see that he switches over to Valverde, and Valverde's over here completely out of position. So I know that most likely he's not going to switch to these two center backs, or if he does, he's going to struggle a little bit, or he's going to be a little bit of time before he can actually tackle me. So I decide, you know what? Hazard is technical plus, one of the best technical pluses, by the way. Let me just go through this space. Now, this is also a situation where you want to speed boost. If you know how to speed boost, it's just L1, then you let go of L1 after holding it for a bit, and then you press the sprint button. So R2, or I'm not really sure what the button is on Xbox, but the sprint button, and your player will just kind of have a big speed boost. So I go right in between, right when there's a space between a left back and a center back, or the right back and the center back, this is where you want to speed boost. I know a lot of people ask me this a lot. It's through these gaps, and right here we just kind of R1, get completely through, and there we go. We take the shot, very easy, 2-0. Right, nothing too crazy. And again, if this is against competitive players and top 64 players in my region, then in FUT champs, this is going to work against people you play against as well. So super easy. All right, in this final clip, I'm going to show you guys something very quick, and it's just going to be my left back. The reason my left back goes up the field, which is with Theo Hernandez, and you're going to see it right in a second, he's going to have so much space. And why is this important? Because it also gives your left wing a lot of space in the formation. It also allows you to overlap and really take advantage of when your opponent moves his fullbacks out of position, specifically his right back, since we're attacking with Theo Hernandez. Now, this is very important to do, especially post-patch, because if you can get any one of his players, especially a defensive line player, out of position, then you're going to have such an easy time attacking with this new patch. People don't really know how to defend. So if we just play the clip right here, so you see where his right back is. His right back is completely out of position here. We play a pass back with our left wing, which is Hazard here, to De Jong, and then we have an easy through ball into this space. By playing this into the space, if we press play, we're getting right through. Now over here, a lot of people sometimes panic, they don't really know what to do. Now this is pre-patch, and I still will take it into the space, which you should do. Or if you're gonna wait, you could also wait, but right now I have the space. You got to take the space. Very, very important to take the space. And especially post patch, now your players will actually be able to outrun center backs, and honestly, you might actually be able to get a shot. Now I know I'm not going to be able to get a shot, so what I do is I take it as far as I possibly can, right? Try to drag his center back out of position and try to make it into a situation where I have a one-on-one with my striker and his center back. So we get past here, and now I have this space. So now it's a 2-on-1. What are we going to do? Now what I do is I end up player locking, right? Because I have a feeling that I'm not going to be able to do much else. But you could also, what you can do is just take the ball with Theo Hernandez, get closer, and then have Lukaku kind of move into the space to pass that ball. Or you can try to take a shot with Theo Hernandez as well by getting yourself into a better angle. Now, I player lock because he probably assumes that I'm going to try to take it over here and pass it here. Instead, I take it backwards with Lukaku. I play a driven pass, and unfortunately went in the air. Post patch, that's not going to happen. The passing is a lot better post patch, and there we go. We have an easy shot right there. Right, I don't panic too much. But again, this whole play started off, sorry, I conceded a really dumb goal this game. I passed it to him with a man down, but this whole play started off with me pulling out his fullbacks at a position, which is ideally the most important thing to do in this formation, and honestly in any formation or tactics that you play, any play style, your main objective is you got to take his fullbacks out of position and then play it to an overlapping player. Or even if you wanted to make Sawa run here and play it into this space, the whole idea is to just to get his defensive line out of position. Now I will also do another video where I will do like an in-depth tutorial. I used to do this in FIFA 23 of me just talking over some gameplay and all my decision makings, usually in Elite Division Rivals. Right now I think I'm like 10 points off, or 10 SR off of top 200, which Elite Division doesn't really matter too much, but I'll either do that for an Elite Division game or an actual pro match. I'll walk you guys through my decision making. That way you guys can get like an in-depth analysis of this. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of tips in this formation, what you're looking for. And the main idea is, especially in this play that we just scored, is with Hazard, when we have the ball with Hazard, we actually take the ball backwards. A lot of times people just get the ball with their wingers or get the ball with their strikers, and then they decide, you know what, I just got to go forward. Sometimes the best option is just to take the touch backwards and bring his Bowie, for example, his right back, out of position, right? He tackles because he gets like kind of antsy and like he wants to get the ball. And then this is when he's out of position now. We've triggered the run with Theo Hernandez using L1, and then we're able to pass it to De Jong, who, again, finds this space, we can play the through ball, and then we get a lot of open space. Take our space, take our time, we don't rush it. As soon as I see he's kind of overcommitting here, I do the player lock. Had he moved with the player, I would fake the player lock and keep running here, but if that's too complicated, then just run towards his goalie, not sprinting anymore because we've already beat this defender, right? Take your time, move it here. Lukaku should make a better run, or just take a shot with Theo Hernandez, or see if you can kind of cut in and maybe finesse it on his right foot, or just cut in a little bit so that you can get around the goalkeeper and take that shot, especially because they nerfed near post shots now, so we can't do those anymore. But anyways, super simple like that. Bang, find the goal. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if these tactics work out for you. They do work post patch. Like I said, I've been playing all day on them, and I will also be posting one of those in-depth tutorials very, very soon. Good luck on Team of the Year. I will be player reviewing a lot of Team of the Year players as well, and hopefully we can upload a video where we actually pack one of them as well. But if not, I'll see you guys in the next video. I appreciate all the love, and good luck on Team of the Year. Peace.